Uh-huh.
Samarth, is he ready?
Yeah. Hello. 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 Yeah, it's done, Samarth. Yeah. Yes. I think we are ready. Can you hear me, Samarth? Hello. Can you hear me? So Karacha.
He is mute.
Unmute now. Hello.
Sir, yes, ready? Sir.
Yeah, ready? Yes, yes, I'm ready. Can you hear me?
Sir, Anuj, sir, we can start. Yeah. Friends, members of the HL Alumni Association, and members of the Holistic Healing Foundation who have joined us today, I'd like to welcome you all on this topic today. We have been having a series of webinars through Zoom and YouTube Live on different topics. Today's topic is releasing fear under the current situation. We have with us Professor Herves Marucha, who is of course a faculty of HL College since 1986. He's the founder.
I thank HL College Alumni Association, Dr. Mona Kelshekar, President Emeritus Mr. Hemant Shah, current President Mr. Anuj Mehta, Secretary Mr. Rajesh, especially Mr. Samarth Pancholi. Earth, Namaskar. When our entire planet is going through so many changes, this coronavirus pandemic is one such which has swept across as we hear about deaths all over the world through television, social media, newspapers, family and friends, and other sources. The most common emotion faced by all is fear. Though to deal and remove the impact of COVID-19, we all follow necessary precautions. The Saptapadi, that is the 7 vows given by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi last Tuesday. But but still the fear reactions to this pandemic are there, which are normal and natural, as the situation is uncertain. Actually, more so because the threat is unknown, non-visible, that anyone finds themselves in, making us anxious and panic. Well, if you don't feel fear for your own self, then there can be fear for the well-being of your aged parents, your children. Just about 3 days before, I had a young gent, very smart young person, very intelligent, who had come for therapy. Well, not in person, online. So I'm fine. What turned out was that there was severe fear because what if his driver goes out to fetch groceries or medication for his parents? What if he interacts with somebody who is COVID-19 positive and brings that home? There is fear within him that what will happen to my old parents, who as such have got a lot of complications. And furthermore, there is fear that what if I and my wife contract it? What will happen to my young daughter? Who will take care? My parents are old. Where can I leave her? There are n number of fears that are there within individuals. Man has started to fear man himself. This fear has distorted reality, brought out the worst of fears in public, who otherwise were relaxed and focused towards growth. No audio? Can you hear me? The oldest and the strongest emotion of mankind is fear. It is a primitive human emotion. Actually, it is a natural emotion. It is a survival mechanism coming from our primitive, that is, reptilian brain. It alerts us to the presence of danger. It was critical in keeping the primitive man alive. Came from hunting for food. That is, if he could kill a rabbit, there was no fear. But what if there was a grizzly bear or a lion in front of him? So, when he confronts danger or when we confront a threat, our bodies respond in a specific way. Our adrenaline levels increase to make us extremely alert. Our sympathetic autonomic nervous system sets in. You know, in our autonomic nervous system, there are two parts. One is sympathetic and another is parasympathetic. So the sympathetic nervous system sets in by increasing our heart rate, needed to pump blood into our hands and legs, much required to either fight or flight. That means if you can fight, you fight. If you can't, you run away. It is an automatic response that is crucial to our survival. That is, the sympathetic nervous system kind of sympathizes us with us in event of danger. Our high blood pressure, our increased adrenaline flow makes us very alert. But after the danger has passed, the parasympathetic division of the nervous system has to set in and make us relaxed. Now, here is the catch. Why? Because our famous WhatsApp system of exchanging messages, whether verified or not, our hyped newscasts increases the perceived danger of the current times, not allowing the parasympathetic nervous system to set in, keeping the individual perpetually hypersensitive. I repeat, continuous threats in these times keeps the individual perpetually hypersensitive. What happens? Living under constant threat in times like these can have serious health consequences. Fear weakens our immune system, that is, our defense mechanism that protects us against diseases. And this can cause exhaustion, increased feeling of stress, leading to feelings of overload, burnout, or feeling of being dysfunctional. This, my dear friends, can lead to disruption in our sleep cycles. I know in therapy people come up and say we just can't sleep. We are sitting up in the bed. There are eating disorders. People either eat more or less. Headaches are turning into migraines. There is muscle and body ache. There is fatigue. There are stomach issues, that is gastrointestinal problems, and IBS, that is irritable bowel syndrome. Emotionally, one can get disassociated from his own, her own self, unable to have loving feelings, learning helplessness, unknown anxiety, mood swings, and obsessive compulsive thoughts. But, my dear friends, We are more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than reality. I repeat, we suffer more from imagination than immunity system. And if we remember Darwin's law of nature, survival of the fittest. Hence, these negative thoughts have a propensity to create reality faster because they are heavy. They bear down upon us. It's easy to allow negative thinking to consume and frighten you in a state of inaction. And when things go bad, as of now, it seems to compound. And when we imagine attracting negative situations, people and things into our lives also come up like that. All this imagination, if you understand, you know, comes from our mind. And our mind is the supreme conceiver of our reality. I repeat, our mind is the supreme conceiver of our reality. As per Napoleon Hill's famous quote, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. That is, if a thought, positive or negative, which has emanated from our conscious mind due to either my thinking or my environment, and when this thought percolates down into my subconscious mind, it has a tendency to go into my superconscious, that is my environment. And the universe conspires to make it happen, to give us that experience, to make it into a reality, whether that reality is in our favor or not. Hence, let us see how to create positive, healthy realities in our life. I truly believe in that famous Om Shanti Om dialogue of Mr. Shah Rukh Khan. कहते हैं अगर किसी चीज को दिल से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात उसे तुमसे मिलाने की कोशिश में लग जाती है. So true. Hence, let us think and do all positive, healthy activities to bring positive results. Though I understand in this current situation, handling social isolation, staying at home is okay for some time. But as the saying goes, no work, no play can make anyone a dull and bored person. Well, a good friend and a colleague of mine at HL has started sketching and putting on social media. What is happening is that when he starts sketching, he is using the creative side of his mind and brain, giving his left logical side rest. So why not pick up a hobby like him? Because we have till date been using, or if I should say, overusing our logical side of the mind and brain. There's no harm in that, but it was required during the rigmarole of our lives. But our logical side of the brain has the ability to analyze, to doubt, and send out fear signals, which are not appropriate in these times. Hence, why not restart that hobby which you left off or start a new one? like painting, gardening, sketching, or singing. Listen to music or read that book you wanted to. Do because feeling fit is important for our mind to understand. In times of anxiety, take slow, deep breaths for few minutes. By putting both hands like these on either your thighs or knees. Well, it is a yoga mudra, allowing your breath to go deeper, giving time to your lungs to absorb the much needed oxygen needed to refresh the cells of our body. We can also meditate. They say meditate for the number of minutes corresponding to your age in years. Just sit with your with backrest, with your spine erect, and watch your breath going in and out. It is very easy, but trust me, it is very relaxing. Watch an entertaining, light, and happy program on television with your family. Everyone will be able to laugh together. It's a big bonding for the family. We have somehow forgotten to have a hearty life. One special note for young friends of mine: spend time with your parents, brothers, and sisters. Consider this time as a boon, especially given to make amends with all those whom you feel disconnected, and that can be for people at home, laws, in-laws, with whom you feel distant. You never know when again you will get time like this. Have the strength to go close and talk. It's okay. Nothing is going to happen. As a matter of fact, communication helps clarify a lot of doubts and brings people emotionally close. Family bonding gives a boost to the mental and emotional well being of all concerned, increases the immunity in our body. It is an strength that we feel. And dear friends, take out time for yourself to evaluate your current status of studies, job, business. What is the path that you are following? It's time to introspect and bring that change, because life is not going to be the same again, my dear friends. It's time to come out of that routine, that rigmarole, to spend time for self, for family, and also, if possible, for the society. Many of my friends are at Alumni Association, and those who I know are doing this for the society. At this point of time, because of constraint of time, I would like to thank all dear members of HL College Alumni Association and all you dear ones for your time. Holistic Healing Foundation of India is starting a different series on empowerment. And if you want to vent or talk or want to participate in our series of seminars, that is through the webcam, please follow us on our Facebook or Instagram. All you need to do is search for HHFI Holistic Doctor. Friends, stay safe, stay happy and healthy, as health and happiness is our birthright. Thank you. Thank you very much. If there are any questions, I would certainly like to take them.
Barucha sir, this is Jainil here.
Hi, Janelle.
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Yes, please.
Good, sir. Sir, there are a few questions which came to our HL Alumni's official mobile number.
Okay.
So I'll read them for you and
Please.
you can answer them. Yeah.
Sure.
So the first question, sir, was that to be honest, in this period of quarantine, we are not feeling a feeling of fear, but there is some anxiety regarding the future of business. Uh, what will happen regarding with the business in future? How can we ensure that we do not overthink about business right at this point of time when we don't know actually anything what will happen?
True. So, whether you are worried or having anxiety about not your own self, or for that matter, your family, if you feel they are safe, that's excellent. But then there is a thought, there is a fear of how will my business or how will my job go on, and that this thought obviously is creating some negative feelings within your own mind. So what I would request is, at this point of time, there's nothing much that you or I can do about that. We don't know about the future. The best thing is to surrender. Surrender and just allow things to happen. Surrender and take one day at a time, and know that whatever is going to happen for the overall good of everyone in this life. And still, if you feel you cannot do that, sit down and just be with your family. Discuss this point with your family. That is where you will get a lot of strength. That is where you will get a lot of power, because cohesive power is very, very important. Next question, please, Jainil. Hello. Hello. Yeah, thank you at this point of time for all the pointers that are coming on my screen. Yes, I'm sure these positive thoughts will help everyone. It is important to stay positive and to stay safe. It is important to motivate your own self as well as motivate each one around.
Yes, sir. I think I can hear you now. I'm Jainil again.
Yeah,
Okay, sir. I'm not saying names because some of these are personal questions, and
Please.
I'm not sure if it is fine.
sure.
So I'll take that as a general question. Now, the other question is that, sir, we are a family, and there are some online classes for my children which are going on. But of course, this is a long time of inactivity, Usually children tend to be occupied in a lot of classes and lot of activities. Some of the other children are doing lot of things.
Right.
Is it completely fine for children to stay inactive for so long? As a parent, we feel immensely concerned. If you can please guide us.
Um, I understand that it is the young mind needs to be having a lot of inputs to keep the mind satiated and to keep the mind happy and healthy. So at this point of time, I would certainly request all the parents to come up with innovative thoughts, innovative things to supplement your children's mind with a lot of information. um, you can read up, you can go to beautiful sites which give a lot of information for children. You can sit with your children and you can give this information to your children. You can, as a matter of fact, read it out for them. You can play with your children indoors. You can go on a karaoke site and sing with your children. I know it may sound like if I am to sing, I don't know what kind of voice will come out, but there's no harm in trying.
Correct.
Yeah, Jainal.
All right. So, yeah, thank you. So I think that should answer the question of that concerned parent. Now there's this third question. I think this should be the last question as of now, which says that, sir, as a society, we have progressed a lot. We have faced a lot of pandemics as a world, and lot of far more difficult situations also, like earthquake. But why is this particular situation? Is it only because of over information or consumption of over information that this particular situation seems as if we are completely helpless?
Okay. See, when the earthquake happened, I was in uniform and we were doing flag hoisting. It was at HL grounds. And right from that moment, I could muster up a lot of cadets, a lot of help, and we could start going for help of others. What do I mean to say is that it was a known threat. Anything known is okay for the human mind, but whatever is unknown, like this particular virus, it is unknown. We don't know from where the threat or the efficacy, I mean the virus can spread. I mean, as a matter of fact, advanced nations are in a bad shape. It's good that we are in this lockdown and we are good. So that is one of the main reasons which can give us a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear. But then the best part is it's not totally fatal. The fatality rate is very less. What we need to do is we need to empower ourselves, keep our vitality strong, keep our mental, emotional, physical levels, even spiritual levels fit and fine. So, a little bit of exercise daily, a little bit of positive, happy moments will help my physical level, my mental levels to stay balanced. And that is what is important in today's times. Don't worry, things are fine. They are going to remain fine. They are going to be okay. Everything is going to, at the end of the day, going to turn out fine. It's Mother Earth's way of balancing. Maybe we can talk about it on some day, but it is what is balancing our life. Trust me, everyone who was running around, even I was doing that. Today I'm sitting home, spending time with my family, with doing something which I like, writing, creating, and of course doing therapies also. Life has changed, but I feel it has changed for the better. And I'm sure it will change for the better for each one of us.
Wonderful, sir. I think that sort of covers most of the questions that we had. I'll stop myself here and let Rajesh Bhai take over for a quick vote of thanks. And once again, of course, thank you from my side as well, sir.
Thank you, Jainil. Thank you.
Rajesh Bhai, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, before I propose vote of thanks, I always feel that there is something very positive about you. That whenever we talk to you, we automatically our fear, our stress get released. And thank you for everything, sir. On behalf of HL College Alumni Association and on behalf of Holistic Healing, we thank you for sparing your time and sharing such a valuable, basic and crisp and to the point thing. And thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. God bless.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.